Good evening, friends. Let's begin with prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Let's sit in silence for a few moments, friends, inviting the presence of Divine in this class, helping us to understand the deeper layers of the truth. Let's meditate for about half a minute. Let's pray together. Beloved friend, dear Lord, please guide us and help us to understand the deeper teachings of yoga and give us strength and courage to apply these teachings in our daily life. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Welcome back, friends, and let us begin with the last subject where we left in the last class, where the subject was how to withdraw the life force in our spine. And today we are going to devote more time on the practice part, because last time we were able to practice for some time and then we will move ahead. But quickly recapping that what we were understanding in our previous classes. So as I was talking, that life force, the prana, is the force which is everywhere, and the same prana we are able to receive in our bodies through this medulla oblongata. Here the prana enters, and then the prana is stored in the brain, and it also travels into the spine. And when we draw this prana, the life force, through the medulla, here medulla is the entry gate, but will is the switch. That also we have discussed, that how we can use our willpower to gather more and more prana into our system. And then we also discussed that how this life force is from the brain and spine through the network of nerves. It is going into all the organ systems of our body, including our eyes, heart, lungs, and everywhere. And as you see here, that the direction, the flow of the life force is always from the brain to the spine, and from spine to the organs. It is always flowing downwards and outwards. So as a result, this direction. This was a question which was asked to me by one of the participants in the last class, that why is it important to change the direction of the energy? Because I discussed with you that in yoga we reverse the flow of the energy from below upwards. So we draw first the energy backwards from the organs into the spine, and into the spine we take this energy through the upper chakras up to the highest point, which is the Agya chakra, and then to the Sahasrara. So why this withdrawal is necessary? Because if you see, because the energy is flowing outward and in a downward direction, it gets bound to the matter, and that is why we always think in terms of matter, that I am a body, and we always try to think only in terms of bodily identifications, that okay, yes, my existence is limited to my body. So we think only about the needs of the body, that yes, I have to feed my body, I have to give rest to my body, and when we die also we think that we are dead, but we fail to understand that body is only a shell, body is only a covering, it's just a medium through which life is manifesting, or life is animating the body. The real life is behind the body, which is giving this body every strength and the energy. So without withdrawing the energy from the body and from the organs and senses into the spine, we will not understand our true nature. So that is why in yoga we say that we have to draw the energy from the body into the spine and take it in the upwards direction. And we also talked about this diagram of the spine, where we say that when the energy goes in the Ida Nadi, when it is on the left side, when the energy rises up in the Ida Nadi, then we inhale, and when the energy falls in the Pingla Nadi, we exhale. So up to this point we have already discussed, and today we are going to practice more into detail that how this is happening. So let's quickly come to the practice, and there we will be, first of all we will be sitting with a straight spine, and let me just remind you that here we are going to use the some of the exercises which help us to first receive the energy. So first let us take our hands behind our head, which is the junction of the head and the neck part, where you can feel some depression. So this is the area which we call the part where which is overlying the medulla oblongata. So you can put your fingers like this, 3 fingers, and try to locate this depression behind the head, just above your neck. And when you put your 3 fingers there, just try to rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise, trying to stimulate this part of the neck. Try to feel that this is the entry gate of the prana, as we have discussed. And this entry gate, the more we can open it, try to loosen the tension there. Sometimes many people have headaches and also neck aches. If you loosen the tension here, and now you can, keeping your fingers stable, now inhale double through the nose and try to draw your head gently backwards so that you can press upon your fingers, and hold the head there for a while, and then breathe out double and relax. And again take your head in the front. Again do a gentle massage clockwise and anti-clockwise in the medulla area. Try to stimulate the area, feeling that this entry point of the prana is open, so that more and more energy can gain access into our system. And then again take a double breath through your nose, drawing your head gently backwards. Hold the breath for a while, and then breathe out and relax. Let's do one more time at our own pace, rotating the fingers on the medulla, and then taking a double breath, drawing your head gently backwards, holding the breath, and relax. Now you can just do some shoulder exercises. Bring your hands on the shoulders and take a long and deep breath, And tense your shoulders as you take them up and relax as you bring them down. So this way, inhaling and exhaling, energize your shoulders. It's a very simple exercise. Now these subtle exercises will help us to gain more prana into our body. Then you can change the direction of the shoulder rotation from before backwards. You can make it backwards to the front. And keep on inhaling fresh prana through the breath each time. The next exercise is drawing your shoulder horizontal, keeping your palms facing up, and gently rotate your shoulders as if you are winding a spring. You can keep double inhaling as you wind up. Feel that you are pulling more prana into your heart. Shoulders and heart also have common nerve endings. And then you can relax for a moment and then reverse the direction. This time again, inhaling, you can do it gently. Tense the muscles of the shoulders and arms. Feel that you are imbibing a lot of prana into your system. Very good. And just a final exercise of the fingers, making a brief, snappy movements of the fingertips, opening and closing, feeling that all the energy that you have imbibed has reached to the final fingertips, recharging them. Wonderful. Now let's do the simple exercise which we have done earlier also of inhaling and exhaling, but double inhalation and double exhalation where we tense our body muscles. So let us do a double inhalation and feel as you have inhaled a lot of prana from the surroundings and you are tensing your body muscles from the feet upwards, and hold the tension. Your legs and arms, shoulders and bellies, hold the tension in the muscles as long as is comfortable, and then breathe out and relax. And feel the change as you imbibe prana using your willpower, which is flowing everywhere around us. Using the agency of the willpower, you are drawing more and more prana into yourself. Let's do one more time. Inhale double and gently tense all the body muscles, especially your legs and feet, your arms, shoulders, abdomen, chest, from below upwards, and just try to hold it as long as it's comfortable, and feel that how with using your will you are recharging your body with fresh energy. And then breathe out and relax. Let's take a few simple, long and deep breaths. And try to now gently sway your body from side to side and front and back to try to get to the center of your body, which is your central spine, in which the energy is flowing. And after gaining the control, feeling the central axis, just sit still for a moment. And you can even visualize that there is a shaft of light which is running through the center of your body, And then in the part of the medulla, it is just bending forward so that it is becoming slightly bent and reaching at the point between the eyebrows. So visualize, imagine that there is a duct of light running right through the center of your body and your neck, and behind the medulla it is just bending slightly to an angle of maybe 120 degree and then coming into your forehead. Try to visualize this duct of light going from the bottom of your trunk to your forehead. And now, since we have gathered some energy using some of these exercises, now we will be using the power of our lungs, the power of our breath to lift up the energy. Now this is the second part. First is to receive the energy, and the second part is to change the direction of the energy. Because it is flowing always downwards, we are now going to take it up. And how this is going to happen? Because lungs act as a magnet. So chest will draw the power slowly and rhythmically. As we breathe, we will imagine that this light is flowing from the lower chakra into the higher, right up to the forehead. So let's practice even count breathing. So I'll inhale to the count of 4. And then breathe out. Just do it rhythmically, breathing in to the count of 4. And then breathe out to the same number of count. Just practice it few rounds at your own pace. If you feel, you can take your breath count to 6 or 8 without any discomfort. Feel free to do that. But if you are comfortable to the 4, then just do it for 4 counts. Just breathe in to the same number of count and breathe out to the same number of count. Just keep the counts equal. Let's practice this for few rounds. As you are practicing, feel that your lungs are acting as a magnet. As you are breathing in, they are drawing the energy from the lower part of your spine and pulling it up. Feel it. If you are not able to feel it, just imagine it, visualize it. As each inhalation taking the energy up, as if the light is flowing from the lower chakra into the higher. As you are breathing in, you can even imagine that there is a vacuum pump in your chest. And by each inhalation, just like a vacuum motor works, you are pulling the energy by inhalation up into the chest from the lower part of the spine. Let's practice it for a few more rounds, just keeping the breath count equal. Now, as you feel that your breath and body is gently becoming calmer, try to visualize now that at the base of the spine, right around the anal canal, just half an inch above it, there is this Mooladhara chakra. Just visualize that that is the bottom, the final chakra, the last chakra, the root chakra as we call it. And we can even visualize that it is like a small lotus. And all the lower organs of the body, especially our legs and feet, they are receiving the energy from this chakra. Now we will be chanting Om mentally on that chakra as we are sitting calmly, still. I'll be chanting with you all with the harmonium, but you can chant mentally, visualizing that you are energizing that chakra. And slowly we will chant Om 3 times on each chakra and draw this energy upwards slowly by chanting Om. Just feel the muscles in that area. You can even tense and relax the muscles around your anal canal just to stimulate the chakra there, and chant mentally. Now just above, 1 inch above, is the Swadhishthan chakra, the sacral chakra, right behind the muscles for the sexual organs. Just visualize there and chant Om 3 times.
Amik cassette.
And now right behind the navel chakra is the Manipur Chakra. Right just behind the navel, you can tense the navel area in your abdomen and feel. Tense and relax the navel area for a moment just to stimulate the chakra there, and chant Om at the Manipur. Now in your heart area, we have the Anahat Chakra. You can gently draw your shoulder blades towards one another and feel that this lotus, which is there right inside your heart chakra, is having its petals lifted up as you chant Om there 3 times. At the base of the neck, we have the Vishuddha. You can tense and relax your neck muscles gently and then chant Om 3 times at Vishuddha. At the medulla, we will chant Om 3 times. Om. Relax the tensions there. Om. Om. And now at the Agya Chakra, the point between the eyebrows, you can knit your eyebrows, gently relax. Om. 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 Come in the reverse order from Agya Chakra to medulla. Om. 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 To Vishuddha. Om. To Anahat. Om. Om. To Manipur. To Swadhishthan. To Muladhar. Now below upwards to Swadhishthan. To Manipur. Anahat. Vishuddha. medulla. Om. Om. Agya. Om. Om. Keep going down now, medulla. Om. Om. Vishuddha. Om. Om. Anahat. Om. Om. Manipur. Om. Om. Swadhishthan. Om. Om. Mooladhar. Om. Now keep going up automatically as the note changes. Om. 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 Keep practicing chanting Om at each chakra now at our own pace for next about 2 to 3 minutes. You can just once you do one round and come back to Agya, just stay there for few moments. You can just relax as we have chanted Om now. Just soak yourself into these vibrations. Take a long and deep breath now through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. And once you feel like opening your eyes, you can open, and if we have time, then we can do a quick short interaction, and then this will be the practice for the next week, which we will be coming up later with the next subject. So now let me just ask if somebody would like to share anything. This is the time to keep your videos on now. Anybody like to share anything? How this small practice was with everybody? Any thought?
Yeah, it's just
Shivaranji?
body is forgotten. I felt like floating.
You felt like floating, yeah. So this is something, which is our real nature. Our real nature as soul, we say, is without body. It doesn't need body for our existence. We don't need body. That is why it is important to understand that our real nature as spirit is without form. As you said very rightly in the word, that I'm feeling like floating, as if I'm weightless, as if I have no form, as if I have no body. And this is exactly the state when we come in this world. Before taking the birth, we are alive. We will always be having this life. We are always immortal in our soul state, but we just come and get locked in the body for a short while when we take a physical birth. So for true health, to practice, to first of all understand that this is our real nature, is very, very important. Otherwise, true health will not be. True health always comes from the highest source, which is our soul state, which is just an individualized spirit state. Thank you for sharing that, Selvaji. So I would now request all of you to practice. This is something which we have done in three steps. First, we have to imbibe the prana by using our willpower, and then we have to change the direction of the flow of the prana in the spine, and which we can do by using the agency of our lungs, by which act as a magnet to draw the energy upwards. And by also, when we chant Om at the chakras, you can feel that this energy is coming more and more and getting seated into the higher chakra, which is at the Agya chakra. And then you suddenly, the perception for you will start changing. It is just like transcending the sufferings, which is the real, the which is the real, message which yoga is giving us, that yes, sufferings will be there on the physical, mental, emotional plane, but we don't need to suffer. As a child of God, as human beings, which is the highest creation of God, we have been given this God given ability to transcend the suffering on all planes. So thank you everybody, and we will meet next time. If you have questions, please keep those, because today we are running short of time. But we will be also, taking the subject related to this subject which we have taken today, and go more into detail next week. Thank you.